Shure is constantly adding new features to its hardware devices, and if you bought an SLX-D Plus system recently, you might be on an earlier version of the firmware. If you are on an early version of firmware, you're going to miss out on some really cool features like Wireless Workbench Mobile integration. So I'm going to show you how to firmware update your devices. It's really easy. You need some software called the Shure Update Utility. It looks like this, and the first thing that you're going to want to do when you download it is check for any updates that are in the system. So this will go and interrogate the cloud and see if there are any updates that need to be pulled. If there are, it's going to put them onto your laptop or your PC, whatever it is that you're using, and host them within the hardware. The next step is to connect the network of your devices up. So I've got a little switch here. I've plugged the network ports into my SLX-D Plus receivers, and I've plugged that into my Mac, and we can see it's discovered some devices here. You get this green indicator to tell you what status of firmware you're on. If it's red, you're a few revisions behind. If it's amber, you're maybe only one revision behind. But in either case, you're going to want to update them so that you get this green symbol. Now, at the point that we decide we want to send an update, I just tick these boxes. It's going to tell me the firmware that it wants to send. And it's worth noting that we send 2 updates to each receiver. There is one update for the receiver itself, and also a hosted firmware update, which is what we use to transfer the firmware to any portable devices such as handheld microphones or body packs. Once we've selected those units that we want to update, we click the Update button, Send Updates here, and the device is now going to prepare the update and send it to the hardware. This is going to take a few minutes. Once that firmware update is in the receiver, you need to push the firmware to the transmitter. And that's really simple. You go into the menu of this device, into the utilities, go to RX firmware update, and then you take the receiver that you want to update, align the IR window of the transmitter to the receiver, and then once it's ready, you press go and the update is sent. You walk away, let it do its thing. Hope this was interesting for you. If you've got any more questions about this, please reach out to your local Shure representative.